Yeah, Mom Eagles, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so I bled one to the right-hand side on number 10. We started on 10. I ended up bogeying that because I hit 2 trees. And then I had this testy little putt that's downhill. Probably shouldn't have putted, but because of the conditions of the course, that's what I had to do. And I'm okay with that because I can get up and down. That's my game, right? And then I had this tremendous shot after hitting a tree and hitting a provisional. This is 185 yards coming in with my 6-iron. Ended up draining that for a par. Okay, and then I missed this easy opportunity on the hardest hole on the course. That was a birdie opportunity. Then I had this par 5, maybe about 1.5 feet. I lost focus because that's just the way it goes. And then I got up and down really nicely on a par 3, tough hole. And I had this long opportunity there for a par on a blunderous mistake that I had made, but I parred it, and then I had to get punched back onto the fairway, put it onto the pin, and I had an 8-footer right here for par. Let's go, Mikey. Bingo bango, back of the cup, right? And then an easy birdie opportunity that a blind man who was blindfolded could have made. Didn't make it. Not for Mikey. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, kids. You guys are looking sharp. Here we go. Hole number 1. I'm 3 over, 380 yards, par 4. I'm trying to evade that tree on the left-hand side. Okay, so I hit a nice shot right down the middle. It hits into a bunker, right? And then it pops over the bunker, and it leaves me a pretty easy shot. I'm just on top of the bunker, but this is not too tough. So I had approximately 89 yards right here. I went with my 56-degree wedge. These are wedges that I no longer have in the bag because I just bought new stuff. Okay, I hit that right on the pin, pretty good, and left myself an uphill putt, which you're actually not going to see because my competitors, this is Benny, right? By the way, Benny is in the red shirt. He was blocking my shot right there, so you didn't see that I went long. And then that's Ethan there on the left-hand side. 2 pretty cool dudes. Okay. And this is maybe, what do you say, about 6, maybe 7 feet for par. A little bit testy. This is going to go right to left. Nice. That's a solid conversion right there. That could have been a disaster, but we saved it. Very nice. All right, here we go. This is hole 2, par 3, 200 yards. I went with my 6-iron. You can see how low that was. I just punched it, hit a low punch, and I was trying to get it to roll onto the green because this is such a small green. It's about the size of a postage stamp. Okay, and ended up bounding over the green, and then I chose to putt right here. Because that's my game. That's what I do. I trust my putter more than I do my wedges. Because the chances of me chunking a putter are very low. So that's just my preferred choice. And then that leaves me with a pretty easy, I don't know, say, 12, 14 feet right here for par. Ooh, and I went left edge. It never turned. I anticipated it would turn, but it just doesn't. It did not turn. So, okay, now this is for bogey. All right, and that's in. Yeah, that's a little bit of a mistake. And now that puts me at 4 over on the day. 4 over. Here we go. Hole 3, par 4, 389 yards. I'm just trying to put this down the middle, get it to fade into a little slot in between the fairway, and I did. Pretty good shot. Put it in this valley right here, and here I had 98 yards approximately, and I went with my 50-degree wedge. I'm just trying to come up short. Okay, and I got a little bit of a hopper on that one because of the lie. It hit on the pin and then just rolled to the back of the green, which I didn't want because this green goes from low to high. And I did not want that, but that's what I got. I get no choice. And now I'm putting backwards towards the cup. And because it's downhill, I backed off on it and it just came up short. Wow, what a mistake that is right there. Big, big, big mistake. I mean, get it to the pin, kid. All right? So now that leaves me with a testy little 4-footer. These are kind of the ones that in your mind you think, oh, come on, don't miss this, don't miss this, don't miss this, don't miss this. You know? Like your mind just keeps telling you this. And I just thought, hit the back of the cup. You've done this over and over. This is easy. I could do this with my eyes closed. And I did. I actually kept my eyes open. But you know what I mean. Pretty easy. I avoided disaster right there. That was also testing it. Here we go. Hole 4, par 4, 423 yards. I believe this is the number 1 difficult hole on the course because there's water on the right-hand side. Wind blows from left to right. It usually knocks the ball down. I had 187 yards to the pin right here, so I went with my 6-iron. Okay, and I'm just trying to hit it to the left-hand side, probably 12 yards of the pin. And that was perfect, only that the wind snatched it a little bit out of the air and then pushed it into a bunker. And that's no bueno, but I can get up and down from this. This is not that big of a deal. You can see the wind blowing in my direction. All right, so I'm just trying to put it onto the pin right here. And there's not a lot of sand in there. That's more like hard pan underneath. And so it kind of just gave me a huge bounce. And check this out. Check this out. This is great right here. This is good golf management right here. So there's a group right behind us who is teeing off on a par 3, right? A group right behind us. He hasn't left. I don't want him to hit and then jump into his cart right away. And you know that sound that the brake makes whenever your cart hits? I wanted to avoid that, so I just told him, I told my competitors, hey, I'm going to wait for this guy to jet so that it doesn't mess with me. And that was such a good move so that it allowed me to focus just a little bit more because this putt is huge. Bingo, bango. That's experience right there speaking. You know, nothing, there's no substitute for experience. And that was just a good play right there. Here we go. After I'm done, pat myself in the back. Here we go. All right. This is 162 yards. It's a par 3. I'm 4 over. All right. Probably using my 8-iron. Right? So I hit a pretty good shot, ends up hitting just a little bit short of the green, of the pin, and then it rolls all the way back to the back of the green, which leaves me a pretty easy. This is just a touch and go because it's downhill a little bit. I thought that was going to go in. It did not, but that's a pretty good attempt. And then that leaves me with a really easy tap in Parski, which I'm okay with because the par 3s at Riverside are a little bit treacherous because of the bunkers and because of the shape of the greens. They're like avocados. They go from big in the back to small in the front. All right, that's a good par. Hole 6, par 5, 542 yards. Let's get a birdie right here, Mikey boy. Let's do it. So initially I had my 3-wood, and then I thought, don't make the same mistake you made on that par 5 in the back. So there's my window of opportunity. I ended up going with my 5-iron, hit a low bullet, which was perfect. Put it right in the middle of the fairway, right? And then that left me with my 56-degree wedge, which I really like. This is a scoring club. I had maybe about 87 yards in. I was just trying to come up short. Hit a really good shot right there. Yeah, it hit a little bit low of the pin and then just rolled out a tiny bit and left me with maybe about a 5-footer downhill right to left for birdie. Let's get this. No bueno, man. That's like my 5th easy birdie opportunity. I have no birdies in this round. None. Zilcho. So that's a par. Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot. You can see my head's down right there in disappointment. Big time disappointment. Here we go. Hole 7, par 4, 363 yards, 4 over. Hit a 3-wood, nice and easy. Just kept it in the middle. little fader, Darth Fader, yeah? And then that left me with 8 iron in my hands. Actually, I went 9 iron. I had 152 to the pin. It's uphill from where I stand, and the wind is in my direction, but I wanted to come up short. I didn't want to come up this short though. So that's kind of a mistake. You can see the flag blowing in my direction, and it's pretty hard, probably at about 11 miles an hour. So I came up short. This is pretty easy though. This is just gonna be, you know, a little touch and go. Okay, I gotta get over this hill. Pretty nice. I thought it was gonna curve to the left, and it did not. It held its line perfectly, but it was pin high, so that's pretty good. And then I got this downhiller, maybe about 2.5 feet for par. Hit the middle of the cup, kid. And that's it, nice and easy. Nice and easy. All right, hole 8, par 3, 178 yards. I'm holding on pretty good. I'm only 1 over on this side, so that's nice. Okay, I went with my 7 iron. 7 iron, pretty nice. Hit it right on the pin. The pin was tucked behind a bunker, so I aimed right at the pin and it faded it right to the middle of the green. Hit a good shot, and then this is probably about 22 feet for birdie. Okay, nice. Come on, baby, come on, come on. And I left it just a little bit short. No bueno, maybe about, I don't know, 4 inches. 3 inches for a par. Yeah, a lot of mistakes, a lot of very apprehensive, playing very conservative. I mean, it's nice to be 1 over. It's a good thing that I'm playing as well as I am, but I'm also not taking advantage of my opportunities. So here we go. Par 5, hole 9, 545 yards. Okay, put that in the middle. Pretty good shot with my driver. Very nice, no big deal, right? And then that left me with a 3-wood. Yeah, 3-wood. I'm just trying to aim at these left-hand side, get it to fade to the right-hand side. Maybe about 15 yards would be perfect to give me a perfect window into the green, and I did. Only that I missed the fairway, but I had 101 yards here. 101. I went with my 50-degree wedge because I was trying to put it on the pin. And it ended up going a little bit longer than I wanted, so that left me with the downhiller. This is going to be, from our perspective, it's going to be right to left. Okay, and this will be big. If I can get in at 75, 3 over on the day. And look at how far I went to the left. I mean, I wanted to be on the pro side, but Jesus Christ, man. I could have built a house in between my putting line and that hole. I mean, it was just so conservative. And here we go again with one of these testy ones. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. And that's in. Oh, yeah. So that's it, my amigos. That's it. 76 on the day. That means that the following day would be a pressure-filled day. Thanks so much for tuning in. You're going to see us here at the scoring table. We're wrapping it up or whatever. So tomorrow I'm going to have to shoot no worse than 2 over. At worst, I could shoot 3 over, 75. But that's really testing it. So thanks so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for more content. You're going to see us discussing here our scores, tallying up what we got. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, my friends. Oh, yeah.
What's your middle name?
I'm so